she will respond to a particular kind of appeal. She will respond to them in a big way. So you have a kind of super technology with which you can get anything you wanted done.
One who earns the grace of Devi need not ever fear failure, disease, death, everything. One who is touched by this grace will naturally rise in ways that other people will think is miraculous.
Occult temples are not really made for pure normal kind of worship. So worship is a certain elaborate system and a process to create certain inner situation within yourself. Worship in India involves elaborate procedures which involve tremendous amount of mental application. It is a certain sadhana. It is a kind of kriya for a devotee. Karma means action that you can perform with your body or your mind or your emotion is called karma. Action that is performed internally is called a kriya. So worship, or what we refer to as puja, is a kriya with devotion involved in it. It's a complex mixture of a certain technicality and emotion. Emotion and technology is a dangerous mix unless it is handled very properly. So when we talk about occult temples, prayer is meaningless because it's a technology. Occult is not spirituality. Occult is just technology. You can pick up your cell phone right now here from Pippalkoti, you can talk to somebody in United States. So it's just technology, different level, that's all. Similarly, with occult, you could do certain things. It is just purely technology, physical. There are certain other dimensions to occult which could be used as a stepping stone to a spiritual process. Because in many ways, occult is the final step of physicality. For example, if you take information technology, what started as a stone tablet has now come to your tiny blue chip. So the physical has become subtler and subtler. So the subtlest dimension of physical, when you use it, we call it occult. So because it's a last step in the physicality, it can also be used as a stepping stone to go beyond the physical. So there is a variety of mantras, practices, different types of worship and different ways to bring forth forces and forms which are very powerful forms. Many of these goddesses, do you know something about Purusha Prakriti? In trying to explain the creation the way it is, that which is the seed of creation is called Purusha. It's male, but it doesn't have an active role in life. We are talking about creation and the source of creation. So creation, the whole creation is referred to as feminine and the source of creation is referred to as masculine. Shiva is inert, he is in meditation, he never moves. When he becomes alive, he moves in exuberant ways, but otherwise he is inert. But Prakriti or Parvati or the mother goddess is always active. The trees are growing, the dogs are barking, flowers are blooming, human beings are being born, this is all Prakriti, this is all the work of the mother. So this whole process of occult is concerned with Prakriti, nothing to do with Shiva. They worship Shiva from a distance, but their daily worship is only for the Devi or the mother goddess, different forms. So these forms can be created. This is a land, this has been there everywhere in the world, but here they actively created variety of forms, feminine forms, which are very powerful. For example, now if you say Kali, Kali is not just an idol. Many yogis and mystics work to create a certain energy form which functions in a certain way and responds to a certain name. And these are energy forms which are still alive. So they respond to a particular mantra. When they created this, that form and a particular sound was associated. So one who uses that particular sound or mantra in a particular way can bring forth that form, and using this subtle form of energy, many things can be done. This is what the whole science of occult is about. She will respond to a particular kind of appeal. If one knows how to do the necessary appeal, she will respond to them in a big way. So you have a kind of super technology with which you can get anything you wanted done. That's the whole Devi worship.
You may be a business person, you may be a professional in something, you may be an artist, a musician, a yogi, whatever you are. If you want to pitch up your activity to another dimension of doing things, you need Devi's grace. One who's touched by this grace will naturally rise in ways that other people will think is miraculous. Your articulation or your expression in the world will find tremendous enhancement. One who earns the grace of Devi need not ever fear failure, disease, death, everything becomes a play. But you must earn this grace. To imbibe Devi as a part of yourself is the reason why you're taking Devi home. Devi shall not only live in your home, will slowly begin to invade you, throb within you, in every cell in your body. If you allow Devi to dance in every cell of your body, the bliss of the divine is naturally yours. Apart from that, one can be massively enabled in ways that you cannot logically imagine. The idea of offering this to you so that your abode becomes the abode of Devi, that means in some way you are making a temple out of your home.